Good evening, sir.
Um, our Lord and our God, we thank you for another possibility for us to be gathered in your presence tonight. You will speak and no sound will echo. Your children will pick soft words for the journey ahead. They will go further than where they currently are, and there will be clarity being brought to their journey destiny. For in Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. I want to say a very big thank you to the NICOB committee. This mentorship program has been a huge blessing to me in particular. And I want to say a very big thank you to the organizers, especially my brother, the director, Nicholas Alifa, and the wife, uh, Esther Alifa, and their very, very beautiful baby. I also want to say a very big thank you the to my host in the person of Ms. Taiwo and the other person that has been helping with the coordination. But do you know who I'm thanking very specially tonight? It's you. It's you that have taken out time out of no time to be educated in mental health 101, what I will see as mental health 103. It is my earnest desire tonight that I will not just be able to deposit, but that you will be able to run with whatever we are learning tonight. Tonight, permit me, I'll be sharing real life stories. I'll be making some very, very deep analysis. I'm no longer in a rush. I have a lot of time for us to discuss. And please open up. This may be an opportunity of a lifetime. I've been a coach for a while now, and by the grace of God, we've been able to help people get their bearing right. Remember, I'm still a doctor, so you keep the question as medically or psychiatric or mentally related as possible. God bless you. Yesterday we stopped at, and my wife currently is busy. Yesterday something happened, and she had to be in the hospital. And I know by the grace of God she may come to join us very soon. And when she comes, because I cannot see people that are joining anymore, I want to welcome her ahead of them. May the good Lord bless her for always giving me the permission to be present for the generation that I find myself. May the good Lord bless each and every one of us tonight. And the learnings that we'll take tonight will be something that will guide us for a very long time. Yesterday, I was
Amen.
talking about, before we finished, uh, I was talking about the theory of vital few. Please, there's a particular noise that continue bang, bang, bang. Somebody in the vulcanizer, is somebody doing okay. So we're doing the theory just for the joke of it. Nobody's doing vulcanizer here. But vulcanizer is a very nice job, cha. The theory of the vital few. And I talked about a man known as Wilfredo Pareto, who in 1969 went to the farm, who was living in Italy, discovered that 80% of the properties, the landed properties in Italy, were actually owned by just 20% of the individuals. And from there, he was able to calculate and discover that it is 80% of everything that is happening is under the control of 20% of causes. Meaning that if we can look out at where we put in our effort on daily basis and we calculate, you will discover that 80% of your result is actually coming from a particular 20%. And it is your duty to analyze your life and be able to find that 20% and focus more of your effort. Because the reason you are stressed is because you are doing too much. But it's not the too much that you are doing that is causing the stress, is that you are expending so much energy on the wrong stuff or the things that are not giving you that much. Conversely, I can say authoritatively that 80% of your stress is caused by 20% of the people in your life, or 20% of the places you visit on daily basis, or 20% of activities you carried out most likely on daily basis. So, like I said, if you like, let them kill you, but I will not allow them to kill you in this situation. I'm asking you, it is time for you to sit down and do that analysis. So, how do I apply this Pareto theory of vital few? Please, let's go to the next page. The next page, please. How do we apply it? The first one, and how can you use it to what? To suffocate stress. The first thing, which I call the A, is for you to do an analysis. For you to do an analysis. Yesterday, I shared a story about a job my wife wanted to pick, and the job was going to take uh, 12 hours from her life on daily basis. And that 12 hours that it was going to take was going to be paid around 15,000 naira per month, per day. And I said, no, 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 no. Girl, you are not doing this. And the reason we were able to discover that was because we were able to analyze this. I had a sister one at a time, and she was working for a primary school. Please, this is very important too. She was working for a primary school, and um they were paying her 15,000 naira. Like, no, no, no. They were paying her about 20,000 naira, which according to my calculation was equivalent to about 1,000 naira per day. She will go to the workplace by 6:30 a.m. No, 6:30 a.m. in the morning, then come back sometimes uh to 6. I said, sister, do you realize that you are spending almost 12 hours of your life every single day on this? And he said, no, I have a passion for this. This is something I want to do for the rest of my life. And I looked at her and I smiled. Because after the whole calculation, I discovered that he was getting 100 naira per hour, or he was getting less than 100 naira per hour of work done. And I advised her that she should resign. And guess what? She refused. I told her, look at this. Let's do it this way. This is something some few years ago. I told her, okay, I'm going to hand over your salary for a whole year, which is equivalent to 180,000. Those of you that know that good in mathematics, 15,000 multiplied by 12 is 180,000. I'll hand it over to one of your siblings, to one of our siblings. And the person will pay you 15,000 naira every month, but don't leave the house, just stay at home. And she still refused. Because later on, she now came back and was telling me, I don't know that this was what you are trying to do for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, to cut long story short, the reason why many of you are doing what you are doing is because you are not doing the analysis of the thing. So she came back to me and asked me, Bro Vic, what do you think I should do? I said, okay, this is what you will do. Pick three of those children, because many of those children are from at least well-to-do homes. I said, pick three of those children that you know that their parents like you a lot. He said, okay, I have three children. I said, those three children, tell their parents that you will teach them, let them be that they are living in the same environment and charge each of those parents, tell them that you are collecting 10,000 naira per month. And that 10,000 naira that you are collecting per month, tell them that you will only visit the children. You will only come around 3 times in a week. And some weeks you will just only visit them only twice in a week. You help them to do their assignment and just teach them this thing. And you just spend only between 1 to 2 hours with them. Guess what? That was how she was making 30,000 for a fraction of the same stress. He was making twice the salary. You see, this is what analysis does for you, will do for you. Some of you are doing the same thing over and over again. And you feel you are doing it for passion. You are not doing it for passion. You are doing it because you are not analyzing your life. Some of you, it seems like you are on auto drive. Something that is not producing result, is not producing the desired result in your life. It is time we review it. It is time we analyze it. It's time for you to sit down and ask yourself, how much am I actually being paid for this job per hour? I called a woman some time ago and I told the woman, please, worked in the hospital, employed by the government some years ago. This woman was being paid, they were paying this woman less than 30,000 naira per month. And I told the lady, you come and be washing clothes for me. You only come to wash clothes for me only once in a week. And to wash all my clothes, because I don't wear much, it should take you just about 1 hour. And you do it 4 times in a week, and I'll pay you. How much will you take? He said that any visit that he comes to come, that I'm ready to pay 10,000. And I'm looking at this lady, you seem you have mental problem. I should pay you 10,000 naira. And you are coming to work on daily basis. You are coming to work on daily basis and they are paying you less than 30,000. And you expect that when you visit me only once and just watch my clothes for just 1 hour. I knew that one was not serious with life. So I called another lady. The lady said, okay, I'll do that. I'll visit your house 4 times in a week. Are you ready to pay me 10,000 naira? I said, don't worry, I'll pay you 15,000 naira. And this lady started doing. Now he has not even gotten a job that is paying half of his salary, but he's not even up to the number of hours he's spending in my house to watch my clothes. He's not even up to 1 day in his place of work. For the one he has to go there up to about 25 times for them to give him 25,000. Sometimes and most times, the problem we are having, we are calling stress, is that our life are not analyzed. So sit down this night, sit down tomorrow, sit down. This thing I'm doing, is there not something else I should be doing? Why am I spending time on this? Because I want you to go back home, analyze your life, and ask the question, how much does my 1 hour cost? There was a time in my life that my 1 hour was worth less than 500. Before I traveled out of the country, my 1 hour was about 2,000. I don't want to say, but if me and you are to have a consultation for 1 hour, I'm not charging you anything less than 20,000 naira. And it's not even something we even bargain. So you need to know what is the value of your 1 hour. Do you know what the value of your 1 hour is? Anything that you are doing, listen to me, anything that you are doing that is less than the value of your 1 hour, pay for that thing. So if my value of my 1 hour is, let's say 5,000 for instance, or the value of my 1 hour is 2,000 naira for instance, and somebody is ready to wash that clothes for me at the rate of 1,000 naira, I should not be doing the washing myself. Let the person come and do it. I'll pay for the person. So I can use that 1 hour to do something more. I can use that 1 hour to cool down stress. This is very, very important. Number two, I talk about boundaries. B is boundaries. I beg you in the name of the Lord God Almighty, if you don't want to have problem with me, do not call me after 9 p.m. if you are not my wife. We have nothing that we should discuss after 9 p.m. Don't come and put me in trouble. Some of you don't have boundaries. You people can even call you by 1 a.m. Some of you people can call you in video call. There was a woman I do work with that called me, I think around 1 a.m. I don't know whether it was a mistake. Since that time the woman called me, I've been thinking in my heart that this woman most likely have a mental problem. Yes, now. Because I don't know. Wait, which relationship do we have to the extent that you have to call me in the middle of the night using video call? The only person that is permitted to call me on video call is my wife. Sorry. If you are offended, be offended like that. 9 o'clock, after 9 o'clock. In fact, if you even send me message after 9 o'clock, I'm very, very hesitant to reply you. You should have a time that please, I beg, I beg, I beg. I remember yesterday, our host yesterday sent me a message just after the whole class. I replied the first one because I didn't want to be rude, and of course, I don't like being rude to people. But then I saw that another message was going. Immediately, I just closed my eyes. I just put my distance because me 9 o'clock is that time is family time. It's me and my wife will continue discussing until we sleep. When royalty is not disturbing us, we continue gisting, talking about our day. Wait, now this woman has allowed me to work from morning till night. In the middle of the night that we're supposed to be enjoying each other's company again, I should not be giving. No, now that is not how life works. Some of us, we don't have boundaries. All my friends that I work with, every one of them knows that Victor does not take alcohol. So nobody is coming to tell me, wait, should we give you a beer or this? People should know the things that can never go on with you. As you start discussing about how, see, did you see that girl Nyash? Immediately you just mention Nyash in front of me. Me and you, I will not have, I don't go somewhere because you will not put me inside trouble. These are boundaries. Some of us don't have boundaries. And it's very, very bad. There are some things people should never ever say in your presence. They say it, you take a walk. These are the things that are causing you stress. Because you don't have boundaries, they continue bombarding you, pouring. They continue putting tasks on top of you. There are some things that I have a friend, once it is 4 o'clock, immediately she'll just switch off her clock. When I traveled abroad, white people, one thing I respect about white people is that when they come to work, they switch off their phone and put their phone away. Me, I can't do that one because I have a family. However, once it is time for them to go home, 1 minute they are not spending in your workplace. It is a boundary they have set and they are not crossing it. You too, you should have boundaries. As a lady, she sent me 65 missed calls. 65 missed calls. Am I holding? Did I promise you my kid? Did I promise you a kidney? Am I the only doctor? No, call other doctors, I beg. Yes, other doctors, you just call them. No. After 9 o'clock, you can send me a message, I will view it. A tailor called me from Kaduna yesterday that my wife said that you should send me clothes, blah, 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 blah. I said, sir, it's already past 9 o'clock. Can we talk tomorrow? Have boundaries. There are some certain things that should not be spoken into your hearing. There are some certain things that should never be mentioned very close to you. A guy called when I traveled to Europe. The guy called my wife. I was telling my wife that, hey, do you know that your husband, now that you have left your husband here, do you know whether he's following women in this place? He said, I beg. Just cut this call, I beg. You don't know Victor. There should be things that people should swear for you that say, no. These are your boundaries. We don't cross this line. You cross this line, we cease. If you want us to cease to be friends, we can cease to be friends. Number C is cut out. Sometimes you should even cut off. There are some businesses that we're involved in that are not businesses. I'll still mention this later. Please, if you are here and you are listening to me and you are doing a business or you are doing a work and that is giving you less than 1,000 naira per day, I'm speaking on behalf of God as a prophet of the Almighty. Go and sleep so that God can show you something else to do. I'm sorry, I'm very, very realistic with you. Go and sleep. And one business I always tell people, except if you are a company that sells recharge card, please, recharge card business, it tire me. I say, how much do you make? He say, per recharge card I sell, if I sell 100 naira, I'll make 5 naira. I say, what is that one? And if I sell 1,000, I can make something like 15 naira. No, please, I beg. Some of you, the reason why you have not gotten your dream job is because you are doing some things that doesn't even glorify the name of God. Speak to somebody. Talk to your mentor here, please. So I need. Friend of mine called me some time ago. I was like, I said, okay, I'll make some calls. I made some calls to a bank. He was employed. So I am begging you in the name of God. This is time you should be thinking of, well, how can I maximize my earnings? Recently, I made the calculation. I saw it written somewhere. Do you know that if you are earning 1 naira per day, it will take you almost 4 years to get $1. $1 to make $1. If you are earning 1 naira per day, it will take you almost 4 years to make $1. And I remember there was a day God was trying to teach me the value of time, and He showed me a vision. And it was a vision of a man, the vision of a wedding party. And there were these two boys that were gathered. There were two boys. They told them that they should help the wedding. The person that was doing wedding asked them that they should help him to pick money. And there was this guy that any money that they just spray, is it 10 naira? Anybody that is spraying 10 naira, 20 naira, 50 naira, 100 naira, 200 naira, everything he will just be picking, just picking. Then there was this guy. He told himself before he came, he said he will just be picking only 500 naira, 1,000 naira, and dollars. Guess what? At the end of the day, the guy that was picking 500, 1,000, and dollars was only able to pick only about 100 pieces of that money. 100 pieces. Why this other person ended up picking about 2,000 pieces of paper money? But do you know that when the whole thing was calculated, this other guy that was picking 500, 1,000 and dollars ended up picking almost 8 million. Almost, is it how much? I'm coming. I'm coming. Because some of them were even dropping $100. Ended up picking almost 8 million naira when they converted the money. Why the one that was picking 5 naira, 10 naira, everything? What did he end up picking? At the end, they gather all the money together. So just about 400,000. That is like 20 times the money. And who did most of the work? The guy that was picking 5 naira, 10 naira, and just did more of the work. He was doing most of the bending down. But the one that was picking only, he was just targeting. He was washing. And he had a target. I only picked 500. So he was looking out for 500, was looking out for 1,000, and he was looking out for what? For dollars. So immediately dollars, as the people are just dropping dollars, as somebody just open back to bring out dollars like this, he rush and pick the dollars. But this one was busy picking 5 naira. And in that dream, when I woke up, the Lord told me, and from that day, I told myself, there are some jobs that are dollars. There are some businesses that are dollars. And there are some that are just naira, kobo, kobo. My late mother would say, make we do and make they give up kobo, kobo. Kobo kobo, my dear, come. The training that they are doing here is for you to stop taking kobo kobo. Your stress level begins to reduce the very day that you decide to prioritize going for the high income. I remember then I was doing IELTS classes for people. I was doing IELTS classes for people. And my IELTS classes was the cheapest. I was charging just 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira was what I was charging people for my IELTS classes. Guys were passing, but you know what? Sometimes I will pick my phone to call my students, please now come and join class now. Say, oh, I'm busy, I'm busy. I say, please now come and join class. I beg you now, please come and join class. I'll not cajole them. Some of them wrote the pass, some of them write the no pass. So one day, my wife just shoot the money, the cost of my training. He just shoot it to 100 $100 no 100 euros. 100 euros today is equivalent to about equivalent to 160,000, and that's exactly what I'm still running to today. 160,000 is my session, is my 1 month training session. The number of people reduced, but guess what? Any candidate I teach, they mask it. Any candidate I teach, they mask it. They bring me result. I post it online. And where can they come? As I'm talking to you now, there are candidates that are waiting, have been begging me, and I told them that I only take one candidate per time. So if you are here and you want to write IELTS and you come, my wife will now have to schedule you. Is it time? Is it? No time to stress. Sometimes the most important thing is for you to just land a high yield client. I'm not saying you should go if there's low yield client and you don't really have anything to do. You can manage that, but keep your eyes open and not trying to kill yourself, because the stress, this particular slide is one of my most important slides. That's why I'm spending so much time here. Because if you get it here, there's nothing in the remaining slides anymore. Please go to LinkedIn, begin to look for jobs that pay in dollars. Because, like I said, if you are earning one naira every day, it will take you 4 years to earn $1. There was a time there was a girl that came to me and said, Victor, I want you to prepare me for an examination. I said, okay, how much are you going to pay me? They say, please now, Victor, please help me, help me, help me. How much was this lady ready to pay? Ready to pay 20 euros per hour. 20 euros per hour. I don't want you can just do the calculation in your mind. That was about 2 years ago. I had to stop it because of some certain things. I had some other project that I was pursuing. This girl was not stressing me. Then one girl now came all the way. It was one of my friends that referred the girl. He said the girl did not have money. I said, okay, he doesn't have money. He said he doesn't have money. I said, okay. How much does he have? He said this girl have only 30,000. That should help to prepare this girl. Ha! I said, God. And this my friend has done a lot for me. I know me, I value relationship. But the kind of, in fact, 1 week into the training, I called the girl. I said, come, come, come. Be like, I said, I will return this your money, give you. Because this girl was stressing my life. And if there's something you are going to learn from tonight, I know that you are going to be angry with this statement. Those that pay you the least stress you the most. Those that pay you the least, they stress you the most. So it is high time you start letting go of stressful clients. Let them go. Yes, there's somebody that can do it cheap. Go to that person. Didn't you see the person before he came to my DM? Because when you allow stress to make you to run mad, if you run crazy and you come to my house, I'm telling you, first of all, they will first of all beat the hell out of you, bring you to my clinic, and I'll be pumping you with injection to make sure say you normalize by force. Then the D stands for default. 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 I'm about to say something that I'm not supposed to say, but I have to tell you guys. I have to tell you guys. Default. It was my it was my friend Nicholas. We're discussing one day. That time when I traveled to Europe, we're discussing, and he told me My default answer to money request is a no. I thought I was the only one. No. I had to make that hard decision. Before now, people will just come to my DM. Please, so my sister just swallowed shovel. Can you help us with so? I have not eaten since morning. I have not done my subscription. I have not done this one. It was later on that I realized that I wasn't helping many of these people. So what did I do? Anybody that comes to me and say he needs money, I say, don't worry, I'll look for somebody that has a job to give to you. Because just tell me, how am I going to do this? There's no way. How many people am I going to give money to in the world? And I have plenty relatives, I have many friends. Some of you here, you are collecting 150,000. When you collect 150,000, 50,000 you send to your sister that is in the university. You now send 20,000 to mama. You now be managing this and that and that. It's because you don't have a system. You don't have a system. So you are just spreading the money around. Before even the month begin, you have already started borrowing again. And it's not like you're not collecting salary. There was a point in my life that my family, where I come from, my parents, my house, I was giving 40% of my salary. But then at the point they stopped paying my employer, they stopped paying me for about 4 months. And they did not die. Man, it was a strange realization. And I said, wow, 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 wow. And you know the funny aspect of the whole thing, no, none of them even called me to say, bro Victor, why is it that you be sending, you no longer sending money home again the way you used to send? When they finish clearing that one and my work was back to stable, I had to cut the 40% to whenever there is a need in the family, let them call me. We'll see what we can do. Some of you, you have not yet even climbed out from the hole you are inside. You are already using rope to try to pull people out of hole. That is why you are still inside the hole. Eh? Yes, I know that you want to make mama proud. Have you made yourself proud? Anything I want to make mama proud, anything I want to make, are you proud of yourself the way you are? Eh? This is what I will counsel you. The next salary you are going to collect, look for somebody, borrow money a little, add some small something, make it like 300,000. Call Momsi at home in the village. Tell Momsi that you want Momsi to start selling something in the house. Let Momsi, you now discuss the thing. If he wants to be selling rice, let him go and collect rice. You make a deposit of 300,000, they collect the rice. Let Momsi also. Except Momsi does not, he cannot work. And if Momsi cannot work, let Momsi come and stay with you. But even at that, let there be a system. Some of you collect money and the little money you have, you just collect to share for the Christmas. The funny aspect of the matter is that this money you are even sharing, it's not like it's even the main thing that is keeping the people you are sharing this money to. Because one day I went to see my sister in the university. So I was just having 3,000 naira in my pocket. I said, as big brother, and I carried 2,000 naira and gave my sister. And I told myself, okay, I will see somebody that will take me from my Yangba to Lokoja for just 1,000 naira. I was standing there. My plan was to beg somebody to carry me because then they were carrying from my Yangba to Lokoja for 1,200. Guess what, my sister, in my very presence, my sister carried the 2,000 that I was having, crossed the gate, and said, hey, bro Vic, please, I beg, can we cross the gate? I followed my sister. My sister went to Suya joint and gave the whole 2,000 naira I gave to her to the Suya man. I was not telling the Suya man, I beg, Dodomi, give me the liver. I was not in that the I'm sorry to, I don't like this. He now looked at me and said, hey, bro Victor, which you don't want show? I said, no. I just so me, I want to go and stand by the roadside to beg for them to carry me 1,000 naira to Lokoja. And you get the audacity to use the whole 2,000. The guy was saying, no, this part of the meat is 2,500. He said, you know, say I be your customer now. Customer, okay? Customer. My hard-earned money is customer. That day I just told myself, I said, this girl. The next time you call me, I say, no, 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 no. I say, girl, please bring your business proposal. I will support your business. But me to carry my own cash and say I'm giving you, I cover my destiny with the blood of the Lamb. I cover my. When I was about to get married, I called my family meeting and I told them that for the next 1 year, I'm not giving any member of this family money. They said no. I said yes, so because I'm going to carry somebody's daughter, and not until that lady has finished eating. I am not giving any fatty to anybody, and I kept to my words. Yes. Because some of the things that is stressing you has got nothing to do with you. You're just stressing yourself just to share money. Eh? Some of you will small money you have, you go to why are you going every weekend to go and be checking your mama in the village? Don't you think you're having a problem? Why are you traveling to the village? Why are you traveling to the money you are traveling? Your mother does not want to see you. Do video call. Send the money to mama. At a point, I had to call one of my uncle. That my uncle was always going home to see the mother every weekend. Until one day, this man went and got accident, and the man died. Eh? The money you are used to travel, don't go and travel. Mama doesn't want to see you. Mama wants to see money. But the money, don't give it to mama. Use it to buy goods. Let mama to be trading. Let the hustling go round. Eh? You are too stressed. You are too young for this thing. Only you are selling recharge card. Only you is selling perfume. Only you is selling makeup. Only you is still doing real estate. You are selling all the lands you are selling are always 5 minutes away from the airport. Is there airport in Kogi State? And you are selling a land 5 minutes away from the airport. You are lying. Everything your life is in the baru because you don't have a default system that you are supposed to put the money to produce more money. Let mama be in charge of the shop you open in the village. Stop giving cash to mama. You want to make mama proud and you are not proud. Anyway, you see, this actually once I finish from this slide, I don't need to. Then your enjoy. In my book, the book that I wrote, The Student Who Can Never Fail, that is free on seller. I talked about the law of work play, and in that law, I was able to tell my students that if you can turn your studies into play, you would have ended up not studying for the rest of your life, and that is what many of my students do. Many of the people under my mentorship, I tell them how to convert their studies into play. My dear, why are you going to sit down in night class? What are you doing there? You go to night class, you now go and drink visual milk. You drink visual milk and you come to night class, you sleep, then you come back in the morning. Why are you intimidating? You are intimidating yourself, stressing yourself unnecessarily. Some of you have been doing TDB and your CGPA is 1 and 2, 1.2, 1.3. Your CGPA has never risen to anywhere. I will tell you, get angry. That's the reason why you think Dr. Nicholas does not know other people that could have, because you know that me, I'm going to best you to do something. When the university, ever since you enter university, 2 point, only you 3 this thing. Very soon they also remove you from that university because you are spoiling their this thing. You are just stressing lecturers. They have been trying after having 10 marks for you, you still fail it. Why? You are doing things that does not align with your. Learn to enjoy. Stay inside your room. Put on a very quiet, cool music. An empty heart, an empty street. And be looking at your book. Be cruising. If you are here, you're a student and you have not read my book, A Student Who Can Never Fail, please go and look. It's free on the internet. Just go. It's on seller. Go read it. It will show you how to manage how to be a stress-free student in school. In my first year in school, in medical school, my CGPA was 4.9. The second semester again, I repeat another 4.9. So if I tell you that I know, throughout my secondary school, I never took second for a day. So if I tell you I know how to study, take it from me as a bonus. There's no pride. There's no pride about it. I have never taken second position in my life. So if I tell you I know the secret to academic success, stressless academic success, go and read it. I don't have much to talk about that one. But what am I saying? Let me talk to people that have job. You know, some of you that don't have job, I don't have any job. I don't have anything to tell you this evening because I'm really, really angry at the way we are treating our lives. It's time for you to learn to enjoy. There was a time I was studying for one exam, and this exam, the whole thing was just a little bit difficult. What did I do? And I know that I love watching movies. So what did I do? I opened my movie and I opened the book. I was I was just mixing the two of them together. My dear, the most important thing is that you understand what you are doing. There is no fast route to gaining knowledge. There is no fast route to gaining knowledge. If you know that it is music that works for you, do music. No, the law I was talking about, the law of what works. If it is music that works for you, just do music. Some of you, you like stressing yourself, you like following people. You go and stay in nightclub, you not do anything. You come back stressed. Some of you are doing a job. There's a job very close to your house, so and that brings me to the point, my dear, if you are there and you are working and you have to travel for about 2 hours, and it's not like you are abroad. If you are in Nigeria and you have to travel for 2 hours, you are not doing work, you are doing slavery. You are doing slavery. Go and resign from that thing you are doing. That thing is not work. Go and learn farming. Eh? You should not be traveling. It's either you are living very close to your place of work or go and squat with somebody. You should enjoy what you are doing. Because if you are not making enough money, at least enjoy what you are doing now so that you can live long. I think I've spoken so much about the theory because this is one of my favorite theory. In fact, there was a time my wife would say, Pareto has come again. Oh, Pareto. My wife was calling Pareto. Because everything I want to apply my Pareto. Yes, now, why are we stressing too much? If you have systems in place, you not stress too much. Now let us go now. Let us move ahead. I think we have spoken a lot on this. Spent almost like a chunk of time, but I know that this has gone deeply into you. And I know that you will never remain the same. Suffocate stress. Let stress not suffocate you. The person that's supposed to move the slide, I haven't forgot to know. Maybe he's writing. You see. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so I would like us to talk about stress blockers, which is also another one of my listen. See, Isaac Khalifa, everything is deep to you, over deep, very deep. Everything is deep. One thing I like about the guy has been making us proud, making us very, very proud. Anytime um I see Bro Nick posting about him, I'm so proud of what he's doing. Yeah, he's doing. But too much of deep, deep, deep. Go and marry. As you go and marry. Mental health stress blockers. Now I'm going to give you a general rule on how to block stress. Just general rules. I've given you modalities of how to not to run mad before you are 50, but here now I want to talk about mental health stress blockers. That is the thing to just block stress permanently. You that is saying bullet, which bullet? You want to marry him? Come, I'm telling you now. Isaac, any lady that is not earning up to 300,000, no marry the lady. Lady should be able to sponsor your trip to
Okay.
Dubai. Yes, yes. All these ladies. I've been seeing the kind of post people have been posting recently. I want to laugh. No, Kai, ladies. No, no, no. So my number one. So this is a B, C, D, E, F, and G. So let's just go ahead so that we just start. These things I've spoken about them because I want to start taking questions and let's just rattle through them. Next slide, please. Okay, my first stress blocker that I use so much. I just use the word asleep. And from research, if you have less than 6 hours of sleep, you are 2.5 more likely to have a mental disorder. 2.5 times more likely. What it means is that it increases your chances of getting crazy by 250%. That's what it means. So 250%. Yes. So, how do you maintain a good sleep hygiene? One, please, some of you that take caffeine, anything, coffee. When I travel abroad and they were just take every time coffee. I say no, me and I want run crazy. That's why many of them they are crazy very very deep. Oh. Over there, they are crazy very very deep. Except if you are doing research like Dr. Nicholas that may just need it, and it should not be always. Eh? You're taking tea. Did they bring you up with tea? You that they brought up with akamu. You are there taking coffee every single time. You see, you are increasing. You soon increase your blood pressure. How does akamu convert to coffee now? You want to act like white people? You think that's what's making them to grow? Please avoid coffee as much as possible. Limit your use of coffee. Number two, make sure you sleep at the same time every single day. 11 o'clock, even my wife knows that. 11 o'clock, I've started packing up my things. So I'm begging you in the name of the Lord. Anybody that is successful, one of their tricks is that they know when they sleep and they know when they wake up. If you don't know when you sleep and you don't know when you wake up, it's a sign that you are not yet ready for success. Yes. Then get up and go to sleep at the same time. Yeah, okay. Then create a healthy sleep environment. I wanted to teach this one. But the problem that I'm having in teaching this one is that many of you cannot afford that kind of lifestyle. See, there's see, nobody should sleep in any temperature that is greater than 20 degrees. Yes. And that is like air conditioned environment. But most of you may not be able to afford that. So what I would say is that as much as possible, if you can buy one small fan to be helping your life, especially during this heat period, to really so that you don't go and develop a heat stroke, your neck you can no longer turn neck again. Please get a cool environment. Put on your fan. Come, you are black already. You are still sleeping in heat. It's not good. How will you want to become successful when you are already having plans to kill yourself? Hmm? Um, then turn off electronics at least 1 hour before sleep. There are some of you that sleep with your electronics, but one thing I would say is that please don't allow your electronic to be on your bed. The ideal thing to do. I know many of you are having sleeping problems, so you use your phone, you watch YouTube until you sleep. But the ideal thing is that before you sleep, make sure the phone is not on the same bed because there are radiations entering the phone and coming out from the phone. And that will not just disturb your sleep. You are cooking up your brain for brain cancer one day. Yes, that's what you are doing. So please, when you want to sleep, carry your phone and put it on a table some distance away. And finally, I would like to say, please avoid large food. Some of you, this night, this one, I know this advice will never land well because some of you there's already swallow in the bedroom waiting for you. You just want to make this class finish so that you can go and do your swallow. Please eat your swallow in peace. But in future, if you don't dey make better money, just try and avoid giving me. It was when I actually got married to my wife and the lady started putting fufu chicken inside food for me that I realized that you don't really need too much swallow like that. Yes, yeah, when you eat better protein, you no go too the. It's because we just say listen, all these people that are used to BB semo and BB gari, you turn gari, you eat gari on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, adekola your eyes, you have eye problem, it's even affecting your brain, all those kind of things is it doesn't help your sleep. Eat them very early. So eat before 8 o'clock. That's the ideal thing. But there's already swallow waiting for you. So let's finish class so that you can go and eat your swallow in peace. But just know that it's just it. Please move on. Let's go. The B part. Let's go to B. So if you don't want to run mad, please, your sleep. God of miracle. Oh, I love these. B stand for bonding. Divorced and single people are 2.4 times likely to kill themselves. Oh, Jesus. Some people are already scared. They want to log out now. I know them. Yes. Why have you not allowed somebody's child to love you? Hmm? Hmm? And some of you, You are the one connecting other people. Before you know that, Queen will be very good for Isaac. Oh. What about you? And that was what happened to me. That was what happened to me when I met my wife. I was planning to do this thing to connect her to one of my friends like that. And the Holy Spirit told me, the Holy Spirit said, wait, in our family, I know they like good thing. Because when I met my wife, her 1 month salary was actually my 1 year salary. Yes. Her 1 month salary, because she was working abroad, her 1 month salary was my 1 year salary. So we're not on the same ranking. But then her own criteria for marriage was actually not money. Because there were people that had money. In fact, guys were coming around with jeep, better car. People that were living abroad, people that were established, people that had businesses abroad, they were all coming. But this lady had a criteria. And one of her criteria was that she wanted to marry somebody that knows mathematics. You can see. And me, I'm a cowbell scholar. She not got the working team. Hey. That was how I became a choice candidate to just mathematics that I was doing that year. So you need to be serious with everything you're doing in this life. You don't know when it will serve you. It was not money. I didn't have money. She was looking for somebody that knows mathematics because she was struggling with mathematics when she was in secondary school before she went to medical school. So she was thinking, who will teach my children mathematics when I finally get married? Eh, Just you don't want to play with me in mathematics. I was very good in mathematics. Until today, I'm still good in mathematics. Sometimes, even our family business that we do, as my wife is just mentioning them, I'm just giving her the answers. I'm calculating the percentages. I'm doing everything. I'm doing this. Sometimes you'll be telling me, let me cross-check with calculator. You cross-check. What is that you only get? No, now I was a working. Secondly, she prayed for a dark man. And I was dark. All the other ones were yellow purple. Eh, Let me see. So it's not every lady that is after your money. It's not like you don't have the money. You that don't have money, you are saying ladies after your money. You have money. You don't. I don't want any lady that does not know how to cook. You have food ingredients. You that is fasting because you don't have food. Yeah. You join Dunamis, do fasting for 30 days. Now you are also joining Living Faith to do 2 weeks of fasting. My brother, you don't have, you know that you are not fasting because you want to see more of God. You are fasting because there is nothing there, and you are still the same person that is complaining that ladies are coming for your money. My brother, ladies that are in that know where they are going in life, they are not coming for money, and even if they are coming for money, you don't even have it. So I am encouraging each and every one of you here. Please, I would like to. Oh, there's a little time. Yeah. Oh, please, ladies, I want to speak to ladies here. I'm begging in the name of God, please. The things people are doing is bad. I have 20 something cases in my ward, 27 mental health cases in my ward. Almost all the men are here because they are doing Yahoo and drugs. And why are they doing Yahoo and drugs? They are doing Yahoo and drugs because they want to impress one girl. It's as simple as that. So I'm begging you in the name of this one about come and maintain me. This and that. See, I beg you in the name of God. This thing you are doing. You are spoiling this generation for us. And you as a young man, I'm telling you, don't follow who never show. See, you want to get into a relationship, not start an orphanage home. I was answering a question this afternoon about a guy saying that he can no longer maintain his girl again, that he's sending 100,000 every month. I don't. Why are you sending 100,000 to a lady?
every month. Why? He said, that is his maintenance money. Is he an orphan? He says it's not an orphan. You should never enter into a relationship with somebody that does not have a source of income, both male and female. Because relationship should be between two adults. And what makes you an adult is that you can. When I met my wife, anytime I want to give her money, say no. He said no. And in my mind, I was thinking, wow, oh God, I think I've matched something, I've gotten something, someone so perfect for me. Someone does not ask for money. I lie you. There's no lady that does not like money. You no go for yourself. Oh. So one day I asked, I said, why? I said, babe, why is that you don't ask me for money? He said, I am not after your change. I am gunning for the ATM. So, the ATM, you can own the ATM, blah, 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 blah. The first billing my wife did to me was in 6 zeros. Was in 6 zeros. Now, dear, once the money came out of the account, the account came, code catch account immediately. So I'm begging you, ladies, see, with the way things are currently, no guy can marry a lady before the age of 40. I'm telling you, I've done the calculation. Because now you do school, do school, do school. Look, just look at me like, and now I'm a medical doctor. When I started work, they were paying us around 200,000. How much are you going to save? Let's say I'm saving 100 a year. I'm going to have 1.2 million naira in a year. And guess what? 1.2 million multiplied by 5 years, that will give me 6 million naira. With 6 million naira now, you cannot even do a wedding, an average wedding in Nigeria with 6 million naira. And if you think that I'm lying, try it. So now the people that get married now are intentional women that come and say, bros, since you like me and I like you, come, let us reason together. I bring, you bring. Let's get married and build something beautiful. Oh, you think that Esther married Nicholas because because Nicholas had it all gathered? Him demon. He look like Esther demon. My sister Esther followed him. You think but Esther now she said, no, there's a future. I see it's women that are visionary that can see into the future. Like now that Isaac is broke now, none of you girls will agree for him. But because that's why because you're not seeing into the future. What is the person you should align with? Because that guy is serious with whatever he's doing with his life. When you not align, listen, you'll be able to release your funds. But if you decide that you want to be following your Yahoo boy, I beg, go ahead. By the time it happens, see, cut off. No, I know that you guys do not want me to talk so much about that. Let's go for cut off. Cut off. Cut off. Please and please. Oh God, why now? What's happening? Hello, do I still have my audience in place?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
We are still here with you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, you are still here, sir.
Okay, let's talk about cut off. See, it's time for you to begin to cut off nonsense relationship. Even if the person is a member of your family, you can actually give the person space. Because you see stress. When you run mad now, instead of you to bring it to a hospital, they'll take you to Baba. Baba will tie you to a tree. They will continue flogging the hell out of you. They will continue beating you until you start confessing things that you did not do. So it is time you start cutting off friendship. You visit somebody and all the talk is talking is all about women, nothing about future, nothing about destiny, nothing about moving ahead. My dear, is that time to end that relationship? Who is sharing the slide? I'm not sight of the slide, though. Or is there anybody here that is seeing the slide that I'm not seeing? Is there anybody in this place that is want to talk? I know everything by heart, but that will take it. Hello.
Yes, sir. I think it's just coming up
Okay.
now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You need to learn to cut down. Currently now, 6 out of every 10 people have social media addiction. It means that in this class now that we're about 50 people, for instance, now about 50 people, almost 30 of us are already addicted to social media. 97% of teenagers already have one social media app. And it has been shown that people that are addicted to social media have 60% higher chance of experiencing depression. So some of you, the reason you are having depression, all of you that are posting memes upon memes, every day you are posting 20 memes, 30 memes, 50 memes in a day. You are only trying to cover up something we already know. But you think that by posting memes, you are improving your mood because it's making you to laugh. But the truth is that it is temporary. The best thing is to put that phone away. There should be periods of day that no matter that nobody should be able to reach by phone. As a young person, you have no business except to just check what you have for the day. You have no business pressing your phone before 9 a.m. in the morning. You have no business whatsoever. And if you are not married, by 9 p.m., you should start trying to, by 10, you should put off your phone, or you should just put the phone away, because you are the one that is making the network not to be going freely for us that are married. 10 o'clock, put the phone away and go and sleep. Let's go down. Let's go. Yes, I don't talk. Probably let's move ahead now. Go. Now, some of you don't know that this social media that you are using are not bad. The reason is this: chatting is free simply because you are the product. You are what the person, because your chatting history. I was telling my wife some time ago, and I told her that, do you know the reason why anytime you enter Facebook, whatever you are discussing with me, you start seeing the advert. Anytime you tell me about sweater, you go to your Facebook, you start seeing sweater. It is because there is something we call algorithm. And when you were downloading your WhatsApp, you gave permission to Meta, which are the owners of Facebook and WhatsApp, as well as Instagram, that they can have access to your conversation. So anytime you have a conversation with anybody and you go on in and you go back to it and you see that the same thing you have been discussing, they'll be advertising it. And that's what we call targeted ads. And you think you are buying this thing because they call them. No. You are the product. You are the product. You collect salary, the salary is not going anywhere because you are spending recklessly. You are not spending recklessly. And you know that the people that they are advertising for, they are paying them. That's why Facebook, WhatsApp, they are not charging us. They are not free. They are very expensive apps. So be very, very careful how many of them you download on your this thing. Me, the reason I don't even want those apps on my phone is because they used to take up space. That is my own reason. But the reason why you should be very scared of this app is because of this. Because your information, your data, somebody knows everything about you. That is why when you have a problem with the federal government of any country, they just send you a video of an audio conversation of what you did, because they have access to your conversation. Don't think you are doing any secret conversation. No. Don't go and be mentioning things before they come and nab you. So cut down on the way. I'm not saying you should stop using social media, but cut down. You're not on Mark Zuckerberg payroll. Why should you be the one raking in money? Huh? Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. So cut off. This guy is peer pressure. I have one of my patients. The reason why that guy started smoking, the one I saw on Friday, one of the ones I saw on Friday. So the reason why he started smoking was that all his friends were smoking and he felt left out. You didn't feel left out. It's because you don't have anything doing. Which one is left out? Eh? And I always tell people, a Ron's girl that lives close to a beer parlor cannot be born again for long. He will still go back to his trade, to her trade, I mean. Yeah? You cannot be hanging out with people that are going nowhere and think you go somewhere. You are allowing too many people around you. If at this stage in your life and time you have more than 5 friends, my dear, you are not going anywhere. You are not going anywhere. Because look at those poor bosom banners that I showed you yesterday. Oh, because you need to spend time with them for them to continue to be your for them to continue to be your friend. That's why you need to reduce the number of friends. I can tell you, I don't have more than 2 friends. I don't. People that I can, if I have problem, I'll actually reach out to them. And you know the problem. Even those my 2 friends don't even know that they are my 2 friends. I don't want them to start having their head to start swelling up. Now. Yes. A person that wants to go far, some of your journey got to be lonely. I know there's a place of partnership and the rest of them, but most of your journey has to be done lonely. So you need to reduce the number of friends you have. And some of you belong to so many social media, so many WhatsApp groups. Only you when they collect better salary, you belong to alumni. Alumni every week, everybody is getting they are having marriage, baby dedication, and they are money. Is that time you either mute that WhatsApp, whether their WhatsApp family is it school reunion? Because that school reunion is even part of the problem you are having. Everybody is posting jeep that they bought. People you know that if it's only Yahoo that they can use to get jeep, they are the one oppressing you online. How can you use your money to buy data to come online to be oppressed? Some of you need to go now. You need to start blocking some people on your WhatsApp page. How can somebody get married? You got married and you are posting 500, you are posting 50 pictures in the morning, then 50 pictures in the evening to get married. I prefer to buy motor. Yes, I know you should be happy for them. Yes. What is, they say my voice is not consistently clear. What is going on now? Some WhatsApp status, not that the person is evil, oh. The person is not evil to you. But because of your mental sanity, you need to block them. There's a book I wrote on depression. It's a free book too. You want to read it, you can have it sent to you. And that book, I make it very extremely clear. You are not blocking some people on you are not blocking some WhatsApp status because they offended you. But because what they are doing is offending your mental sensitivities, it's stressing you. Eh? The two of you finish secondary school together, and it's third, what they call them, third baby dedication, and you have not even got a boyfriend, and you continue absorbing this thing, and comparing. And at the end of the day, you don't even know the reason why you are angry at yourself. You don't know the reason why you are angry at people around you, because you are reacting. Because the information you got throughout the whole day, you may not act on it that day. And some people will now say, when your neighbor is succeeding, you should be happy for them because that means that God is in your neighborhood, my brother and sister. Sometimes let the God confess. Because jealousy is not like somebody wants to be jealous. So I always tell people that I don't blame the brothers of Joseph. What Joseph was doing that time, that only you. Everybody plan maize. All their maize are buying to you. Okay, now thank you very much. Only you, sun, moon, and everything is buying to you. And you expect them to just keep quiet and not sell you off. Some of you, that's a topic for another day. But why am I saying all these things? Because you are getting yourself exposed to things that can happen. You see, the fact that we are brothers and sisters does not mean I cannot mute your this thing. There are those 3 buttons. They just click on those 3 buttons very close to the person's listen and mute the listen. There's one guy like that. Every single day, will be posting semi-naked people. Another girl like that, he was always posting, and what was he always posting? He was posting people with this and that and that. I say, no, 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 no. Because the more you get yourself exposed to this kind of thing, you don't know one day you'll be tempted to act on these things. So we block that again. Nicole Capacity Development Center. Should I wait? I'm almost done. Please don't. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
All right, sir. I think the network locked her out. Okay, she's back.
Please, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear?
Yes, you're loud and clear, sir.
Go to the next slide so that we can move on. Some people are already getting tired now. I can feel it. Let's go. uh Some of them, I tell you, cut out. The next is cut out. That you are busy does not mean you are in business. It may not make that business may not make you Bill Gates, but you should be able to pay your bills at the gates. I think I told people that I'm a poet, Abi. Yes. It may not make you Bill Gates, but you should be able to pay your bills at the gates. They are still selling recharge card. I'm going for another business. So there's a reason why I'm picking on recharge card. Eh? There's one business I can advise you to enter if you can. Instead of this one, go and sell perfume. Then you see that those people that are selling perfume, they're always posting every day. My dear, it's not because of anything. No. Let me just explain to you. That business, once they buy perfume for 1,000 naira, they're selling it for 5,000. No. That's like 500% profit. Too. That's why you see them posting every day. Perfume is a good business. I hope I've not spoiled somebody's business. Hmm? Your business may not make you Bill Gates, but you should be able to pay your bills at the gate. The fact that you are busy does not mean you're in business. Oh. So anything wey be say dey stress you and e not giving you enough money, abeg cut it off. Eh? The guy, in fact, even the relationship sef, you guys are not moving forward. You don't even know when the wedding date. Abeg cut it off. Cut it off. Let him go and stress the sisters. You are the only how many are you in your family that they want to run you mad? You now run mad now they say you don't know that person, that their family, one of them they mad. And that is what they are talking about. Please cut it off. Whatever was supposed to cut it off. Just cut it off. Let's move on. If this anything that will stress you, cut it off. Then D vitamin. D stand for D vitamin. Oral mental state health has been associated with low level of exposure to sunlight. Some of you in operating rooms by nurses. This was a research that was done by nurses that people that were working in the theater that were not exposed to sun, they were now coming down with depression mostly. I beg you in the name of the Lord, you are not the first introvert. You are not a furniture. Go out. Go out. Even if you are not going out throughout the day, by 10 o'clock, just come and let the sun touch your body so that the body can generate vitamin D. In many countries of the world, we prescribe what we call phototherapy. And what's phototherapy? Just go and sit down under the early morning sun so that it will just help to get rid of some hormonal debris. Please, you're not a furniture. I beg you in the name of God, go out. Anything, I'm an introvert. Oh, you don't cover yourself with sweater, and that sweater, you don't cover yourself with blanket. Even the blankets, if it's only two blankets you have, it will soon tear. Go out. Hmm? Go out, stand in the sun, let the sun wipe your body. It helps to improve mood. Let's move ahead. Hmm. I don't have much to say again. Just go ahead. Please, please, please now. Let's move on. Oh, exercise. Just move ahead. Exercise. Just run for the body. Told one of my patients this morning, I said, please, every single day, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, just run around. 15 minutes every day, minimum of 15 minutes every day. Make sure you read a book. I didn't say go and read people's posts. Reading people's posts is not reading people's WhatsApp status is not reading. Pick a book, pick a solid book, minimum of 15 minutes every day. Make it a habit. Minimum of 15 minutes, run around your compound. Do an exercise. Hmm? Okay, let's move ahead. And minimum of another 15 minutes, pray. Because what exercise does for your body is what um reading does for the mind and is what prayers does for the spirit. How these three exercises every day go by without you doing these three exercises is very important. It has been shown that prayer reduces stress level because God is still in the business of men. I beseech you, therefore, my brothers and sisters, let us develop a relationship with our Maker. Talk to God, tell it to God in prayer. And after telling it to God in prayer, please and please, I beg you, once you have laid it at the feet of God, don't go and carry it. You say you have told God something and you are still discussing it around. Please, once you put it in front of Jesus, just leave it there. F stands for food, food, food. Food must not always be one big fufu. How many class? How many class? Food must not always be one big fufu against a tiny piece of beef. Food must not always be one big fufu against a tiny piece of beef. I don't know whether I get what I'm saying. Food must not always be one big fufu against a tiny piece of beef. Try and eat protein. The small money that you are seeing, please don't go and impress any girl. If you know that you have not eaten belly food, just leave women alone. Yes, I know that I've advised the ladies, but not all the ladies are the ones you are going to follow are not the ones that because I know our people. Try at least as once in a while eat egg. You know, egg is chicken in very lower form. Just try and eat egg. If you know you cannot afford anything. So that there was a time egg was 50, egg is 300 naira. But see, try. I know there is poverty in the land. Do you understand me? But try and always add protein. Know that there is poverty. So please try and eat well. Because at the end of the day, if this machine call your mind collapses, it will not be funny. And no matter how we try to sew it, it's just like somebody that has a tear. No matter how you sew it, there's always going to be that scar that will be there. Let's move on. Let's move on. To eat well. Eat well. So we are what we eat. A hungry man is an angry man, and anger is nothing but temporary insanity. Take bananas, eat fruits, take protein. These are non-negotiable. Reduce the amount of eba and increase the amount of meat in it. You can also take very rich soya beans and the rest of them. I believe strongly in my heart. I believe very, very strongly in my heart. Beans, somebody said that you eat beans. Eat beans. Beans is very good also. It's very, very good. And if you cannot afford beans, you can also you should be able to afford awugu. You know awugu? They are still in the same family and friends group. So those are those things. Please let's move ahead so that we can. So this one's your mental health is the software that drives your very existence. Taking care of it, therefore, is in your own very best interest. If you are in a mess, you are in a mess because your street is in a mess. And if your mind is in a mess, just know that your street is in a mess. Your life becomes worthless. Your goals become unachievable, and the prophecy upon your life become false once you lose your mind. Your mind is very important. Every class you are going to get from this is dependent on your mind. If you end up losing your mind, I can tell you for free that all those goals, you will never achieve any one of them. And you would have made the whole effort of NICOB Development Center to come to vain. I beseech you, therefore, whatever will attack your mind and damage your mind, sit before they say, as you sit down and say, let me spend the night over with you. And should you have a mental health problem like depression, to contemplating committing suicide, or you are becoming excessively energetic, I have given to NICOB Center students a 1 month period that you can come to me and have what I call a free consultation session. I will personally take you through and we can look for where you can get the required help if it is not something that is within my power. But one thing I want you to be of sound mind so that one day you will make a reference, not just to this class, but to the whole of this training. Because what I came here to do is to build a foundation, to have a sound mind. And once you have this sound mind, I think that this training would have achieved its objective. Lastly, on behalf of my family, I want to say a very big thank you to my brother, Nicholas Alifa, and the wife and the daughter, as well as the people that have been helping to organize this program. I want to say, love from me, love it, and we are saying that greater things and greater partnership in the future. Like my wife will always say, obrigado to every student and staff here. Thank you for joining this training. I hope it was not a waste of your time. God bless you. Thank you.
Guys are not clapping. What do you want me to start telling you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Talks. I don't know. God bless you. May God reward you in Jesus' name. I mean, these are not things you give out for free. These are not things you give out for free, and yet you choose to do that. God will reward you in the name of Jesus. Thank you. We are grateful. I'll allow for them to go on with question and answers now, if anyone has one. Thank you, sir.
Taiwo, are you still here?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
thank
here.
you. Okay, over to you, please. Thank you.
My battery is low. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Victor. Thank you, everyone, for staying. So, do you have questions? Do you have questions? Kindly raise your hand. Or you can type it. You can type your question. But before then, can we have two people tell us their take home? What did you hear Dr. Victor say?
Okay, Taiwo, Manuel's hand is raised.
Okay.
So I think he has a
Manuel.
question. Manuel.
Okay, you can unmute now.
All right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to appreciate Mr. Nick for organizing this broad program, and then I also want to appreciate the tutor for tonight. Also, it's very wonderful, and it's an eye opener for me personally. And then my question is not really a question, but I just want to get the information on the books that he recommended. The name, we couldn't get the first name because I checked the name I got. I typed it on Google and it's not coming up. I don't know if we can have the name of the book or a link that will be posted on our WhatsApp group that we can access the book. And then the other thing, I don't know the slides. I don't know if you can get the slide on the group so that we can actually go over it, because I would love to go over a lot of things, especially the area he took on, cut down on a lot of things, so that can build this from there. Thank you.
Can I respond?
Yes, sir, you can respond, sir.
Okay, for the first one, Mr. Iwo should reach out to me and remind me so that I will send the link to the book to her. Then he can share it with you guys. Mm. The book is
Okay, sir.
free. Uh,
Okay, sir.
you
Thank you
read
so
if you
much,
read
sir.
only book. If you read only book. You read only book. Then which other one again? The second one about the slides. If you see on that slide, the first page shows that the slides have now come under the pre Is it prerogative? I don't know how to always pronounce it. Igalamana, you understand? Um, is now under the prerogative of the NICOP Capacity Development Center if they want to give it to their students. Of course, if you can see, it's written there on the first page that the lecture was prepared with you guys in mind. So it is now left for whether they want to give it out or they want to retain it as a proprietary material. You know, as the author of the material, I have what I call proprietary right, which means I can use it anywhere. Also, Nicole can use it anywhere and anyhow he deemed fit. So I think that question should have been directed to the management of NICOP capacity development. That's just, uh,
Wow, that's great, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the privilege to share the slides. Thank you so much. Actually, we'll seek your consent before we can do such a thing, sir. So it's good that you gave us the opportunity to share. Thank you so much, sir. So Daniela, over to you. You can unmute.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Makeup Capacity. Okay, so my question is concerning the sleep aspect. You said that you should have a particular time for sleeping and waking up. And I knew that since, but it's very difficult for me to do it, especially the sleeping aspect. But I wake up every day by 5 a.m. because of how medical school is. Sometimes information can come in the night, time to read, exam periods, even during normal classes, assignments, deadlines. It's more difficult for me to have a particular time to sleep. So I don't know. And most times I sleep while I'm reading on my phone or my laptop. So it's not like 1 hour before I sleep. I don't have my electronic device. I don't know how I'm going to implement that particular thing. Yes, thank you.
okay. Please, what's the name of the person that just spoke? Daniela.
Yes, sir, Daniela.
Daniela, you know I'm a medical doctor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know that any advice I give you is something that I have used.
Yes, sir.
And that advice is captured in the book, A Student Who Can Never Fail. All my students that used that book, the ones that were doing 4-year course, all graduated with a minimum of a 2-1. I'm not kidding you. When I mean a 2-1, I mean a very strong 2-1. In fact, about 2 graduated with a first class. The ones that were doing masters graduated with distinction. Every single one of them. I'm not kidding you. And the medical students, they had no reason whatsoever. I have people that use our book and they have what they call them. So the advice you are looking for is going to start up a new expanse, a new vista, and a new what do you call them? It will be very long for us to talk about how I can break down. And this book is something that you can actually finish in less than 3 hours because it's the stories upon stories of myself, of other students that I know, and the rest of them. And it is based in a medical setting, so it is very, very peculiar, very, very will be very, very good for someone like you. But let me go for the sleep. I would like to address the sleep problem. Sleep is one of the major problems we have as medical students because one, we have a lot of materials to read and we have a lot of this thing to do. At the time, I was following people to night class, but I discovered that it was madness because I was not a night reader. So what did I do? I decided to readopt the method that have kept me and made me to take first all throughout my secondary school. And what is my method? My method is what I will not call the atomic reading style. The atomic reading style. And how do I do that? I once after a class, as a class is going on, I'm synthesizing the information and making my mnemonics and my pictures by the side. So I divided my note in such a way that once it is 10 o'clock, I've gone to sleep in medical school. and I still passed out with the first set of my own set. I still passed out with the first set. And there's no way you can tell me that somebody that passed out with the first set was not doing well. Though at a point in my year 5, I fell in love and I failed one and I failed 2 exams like that, but I did not repeat. I just had to rewrite those papers. What am I saying? The counsel you need is plenty. It's not just one counsel, because it is what you are having now is plenty issues. It's not just one issue. It's not just the problem. It's a myriad of issues, and the only way to go about it is to to go through all those things, because I talked about, I think, about 14 principles you must have in your hand to be able to do excellently well in school. And I can tell you, I don't know why microbiologists usually they use the book a lot. I think 2 of my candidates that you actually came out with a first class also. So it is a book that will really help you. I didn't come here to sell book, and the book is not even for sale. But I know that it will be very helpful. For your sleep, you can sleep your 8 hours and still graduate top of your class. I did it. You can do it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Taiwo, are we still here?
Yes. I don't know. There's a question from Queen
Okay.
Gift.
Dami, please, can you take over, please?
Okay. I'm trying to look at the question. Okay, my question is, how do I overcome this feeling of anxiety, fear, even when I don't know what I'm scared of and what might really be the cause of that? The second question is, personally, I don't know how to keep friends. And at some point, I feel like I need someone to talk to. But when I look around, I find none. My question is, what should I do? Did you get that, sir, or should I repeat it, sir?
No, I get the question. I can even see the question. Thank
Okay,
you very
sir.
much for reading it out for the benefit of other people. Now, the question is, the first one says, how do I overcome this feeling of fear even when I don't know what I'm scared of? When gift, the thing is, sometimes I would have said, let us discuss about anxiety disorders, and of which we have about 8 types of anxiety disorder: the generalized anxiety disorder, the panic disorders, the phobias. Then I'll now start talking about the social anxiety disorder, agoraphobia. Before you now go to things like obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, acute stress reaction, what do you call them? What do you call them? Social, social, social anxiety disorder, and the rest of them. So there is no way that this statement here can cover for all these things that I talk about. As in, there's no way I can know which one you're talking about. And each of them, they have their management protocol. And that is why I have given an opportunity through the office of through Taiwo, can get a people that is, I told Taiwo yesterday I can give my contact to people, but what they need to write on top is that I am from Ms. Taiwo of NICOB Capacity Development Center, and we'll sit down and we'll talk about this thing. Then I'll be able to know exactly what is causing your fear and tell you the cause. But if you don't want me, you can also talk to any well-trained psychiatrist or a psychologist, and they will be able to help you. For this question, there's no way we can know exactly, because not only we know the cause, because there are so many causes. Something like PTSD now, it may be because somebody raped you as a child. there was an armed robber that attacked you in your house. So I may not know, or it may be that they were scolding you while you were growing up. I need to find out all those things. That is what we'll be able to address through what we call cognitive behavioral therapy, or insight therapy, or even the motivational interview therapy and the rest of them. So all these things come into play. Then the second question, I don't know how to keep friends, and at some point, I feel like I need someone to talk to. You need somebody to lean on. Friend, I need somebody to lean on. See, sister, we are all like that. Especially some of us that did not grow up making friends. When later on, we now have the opportunity to relate to people, we find it difficult to relate to them. So the question is, what should I do different? Yes, you can do a lot of things. And I will just give you one particular statement. He that must have friends must present himself friendly. And how do you activate friendship? For example, now, do you know why I always pick up on Isaac Khalifa? Because I know that is the only person here that even if I know he cannot do me anything. He cannot even try it. So that's why it's not like I'm picking, it's not like I'm doing a favoritism, but I know that this is the only person that I know that if I offend, he can't do me anything. So, assuming I want someone like Isaac Khalifa, and you can actually go to his DM this night and try what I'm saying and see that it will. Okay. So you can actually. So what do? You now go and you now say, ah, Isaac, I like this your tile. It has this is like a Barack Obama style. Yes, this is like Barack Obama's style. Now the guy will not be feeling like Michelle's husband now. Now like, oh, ah, okay. Queen Gift. Okay, where do you school? You know, tell, oh, I'm currently in Abakar. Is it Abakar Audu University? Is it Abakar Audu University? Prince Abakar Audu University. So, oh, in Ayangba, yes, that's how friendship are made. Just look for something you can appreciate in the other person. Just look for something you can appreciate in the other person. You spark it from there. Then once the two of you can find something that is something that the two of you enjoy together, you can now pick it from there. But if you need a book that will help you to develop, that you will not be the one that will be running from friends, go and read the book by Dale Carnegie titled How to Make Friends and Influence People. I've read that book up to 30 times. But this class now is choke. We cannot. Will not be able to take all those rules that are there. But this particular one, it always worked for me. Even when I saw and secondly, very important, always look for how you can help somebody. Everybody falls in love with somebody that is helping them. Do you hear me? Everybody falls in love with somebody that is helping them. When I met my wife for the first time, what did I do? She wanted to prepare for an examination and she was looking for somebody. I said, I have no problem. I'll prepare you for the exam. The thing is that the exam she was preparing for, to start with, I have never prepared for that examination in my life. I've never written that examination in my life. But I know that once I read the material, I can understand it faster than almost 90% of everybody in the room. I know that it's a gift God has given to me. So I opted that. And that was how I offered to help this lady that will later become my wife. But that's not even what even happened. No, that's not what even made myself so endear to her. I visited her in her house because the next day after we shared contact, um she saw my post. Then I really write plenty posts. Then when I was married, I was writing plenty posts. So she now saw my post and was like, this is so funny, this is so hilarious. So and I asked her, how are you? He said, that she's not fine. I said, Where are you? She said she's in the lodge. I said, okay, I'll be coming. I came to the lodge. I saw this lady. I touched her. The body was hot. Buy drugs now. He said, no, that she doesn't take drugs. I said, look at this lady. He now say, okay, just to push me away. She now carried the she now carried her phone and called the friend. Now, please, when you're coming back from work, you should buy me, you buy her anti-malaria. I said, okay. So me, I left. I went directly to the pharmacy and bought this anti-malaria. How much did I even buy anti-malaria? It's around 2,000 naira. Yes, I still have that kind of money. I brought the anti-malaria. When I came to the room now, he now said, no, I don't take medication. No, and nobody. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what she was just. I just went. This is the first time I'm entering a house. So I just went directly to the kitchen, carried the water, put in the glass, remove the drugs. You know, when you don't remove drugs, the person must take. I carried the drugs and placed them in her hands. And I told her, please, madam, swallow this thing. Just swallow it fast. Swallow, I beg, I beg, I don't. And I was her senior colleague. She was a house officer, was already a resident. I said, I beg, swallow this thing, I beg. And she took the drugs and swallowed it. Later she told me that since she was born, nobody has ever commanded her to do anything. She was the last born, she studied abroad and blah, 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 blah. She said for the first time, all the guys that come to her because she was well to do, they only come, they tell her you are the most beautiful thing that ever happened. They'll just be trying to. He said, you girls came, you bought the drugs, you insisted that I must take it. And he said, a man that can command me to do this is the man that I will submit to. And that was where the first likeness started from. So what am I saying? Sister, sometimes the unique feature inside of, and this is something people have complained about me, but Victor, you are so commanding. Sometimes you command a lot, not knowing that that will later be what will give me the best gift of my life. And it happens to all of us. Just show yourself to be helpful, and I can tell you, you will never lack friends in life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Do we have any other question? Any other question? Okay, we have a question from Next Generation Men. It says that you mentioned we should allow ourselves to be loved. How can we do this? Because love feels scary and commitment hard.
The reason why love feels scary and commitment seems hard is because our generation is very manipulative. The ladies believe that it is the duty of the man to take care of their needs. And the guys too believe that it is the duty of the lady to satisfy their sexual needs. So why the men are thinking, why the ladies they see men as the solution to their financial problem, the men sees ladies as solution to their sexual problems. But this is not true. So you need to sincerely come out of the mess that we have found ourselves in this generation. Someone was just talking, they were just talking in our, what they call them, in our in our doctor's lounge. And they were just saying, there's no virgin, no man, no person, no doctor in this hospital. I can marry as a virgin. Me, I don't want to put my mouth because I know that I did. I never slept with any woman before I got married. I will hit my chest, and my wife is well aware of that. So what am I saying? Please, let's stop bringing in manipulative game. And when you meet a lady that is manipulative, or you meet a guy that is manipulative, I beg, just move. Shift. It's not the one for you. Let the love be pure and sincere. Just go and meet anyone with just one intention. I'll be the best thing that has ever happened to you. I will be the very best thing that has ever happened to you. Let's not go in with this manipulative, what can I get out of this? How is it going to do this thing? Come on, come on. That's why you're in a capacity development center here. You should be different. You should be the person that everybody wants to go to because your help comes pure. The other day I was called upon by one of the nurses, very beautiful nurse, and some doctors were seeing me. I was helping this lady. I was making calls, and someone else said, "Victor, I don't know what is your plan for this lady." When I told my wife busted into laughter. He said that even him too was not feeling comfortable with me helping that doing all those things. But he already told herself that this is the kind of husband I marry. He likes to be of help to people around him. Let it be that you are just a natural helper, not somebody that is using help as a cover to gain something. 2 weeks, I bought drugs for my wife. I started teaching her some certain principles in the Bible. We're making calls almost on daily basis. I have not seen the face of the person that is going to be my wife today. Why? Because my help was not coming because I wanted to marry a wife. And I told you that I was already prepared. When I finally saw her face, she's a fine girl and she has good character. I was already preparing for one of my friends in Benin that let my friend have her. Then when I'm ready to settle down, then the Holy Spirit came and told me, wait, in your family, good thing they happen to now. And that was when I started reasoning her. Let it be that you are sincere. Come in, help people. Be good, and good will always happen to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
Thank
I'm
you
just
very much.
smiling here, Sha. Okay, I think this will be our last question for tonight from Emmanuel Ita. If you have any other questions, please reach out to Mrs. Taiwo Falego. So what will you say about someone? It says, good evening, sir. What will you say about someone that got cynical because of their exposure from their profession, like journalism? Can you briefly explain and differentiate between bipolar disorder, a psychopath, and mental disorder?
Well, okay, it's okay. Um, the first paragraph, anyway, if you know that you are getting cynical because of exposure to journalistic work, if you are not called to journalism, why not leave it? That's just my own advice to you concerning that. However, you said I should explain between bipolar disorder. That we don't really have anything. It just street talk. This psychopath is street talk. We don't really use the word psychopath for the mental health circle. But what is bipolar? Bipolar are those ones that the word is bipolar. Bi means two, polar means pole. It means that today your mood is very, very high. About a week time, your mood is very, very low. Then again, your mood went back to very, very high. It's not mood swing. Oh. Mood swing is like mood swing. I say mood swing, but mood swing itself is a kind of, we call that borderline. But bipolar means that your mood, for example, now you are feeling very, very extremely sad today, almost for the next 1 week. Then the following week now, you're the one jumping in church, doing all the praise and worship and the rest of them. You are praying all through the night. You are not getting tired at all. That one. When you are moving from one mood to the other, you are becoming like that as this person, and it's causing problem in your workplace or among your family members. You see the person is having a bipolar disorder. Then a mental disorder is all the disorders that have been experienced in anything, including sleep problem, is also may be classified under a mental health symptom. All of them. And mental health disorders are actually classified basically broadly into 6 categories. The first one is organic mental health disorders. The second one is substance use disorders. The third one is schizophrenia and psychotic disorder. The fourth one is affective and anxiety disorder. The fifth one
neurotic disorder, and the sixth one are the special disorders of of children, adolescents, and the elderly. So that's just the classification. Then for the worst psychopath, basically they usually use it in the on the road. Like somebody that is is behaving crazy, is behaving while some other people say that it's somebody that has a narcissistic personality disorder is usually used to classify them. They usually say this, what is narcissistic? When this person has he's too proud, he thinks is the best thing that has ever happened after the invention of development. And he does not have feeling for anybody. It's just in just simple word, this person is wicked. So another word for wicked in layman street talk when person wants to sound so pretty, say this person is a psychopath. That's just
Now we still hear him. Sir, are you still speaking, sir? I don't know if it's my network.
eh?
Okay. I thought I lost you there.
No, I'm done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Thank you
Thank
guys for joining and for staying till this time. If you have any other questions, please reach out to Mrs. Taiwo. I'm going to pin our contacts in the group so that you can easily find it. And as Dr. Victor Atox has said in his generosity, that if you need personal help, you can reach out to him. So we will be glad to do that for you. So don't be shy. Just reach out to Mrs. Taiwo and we'll send you to him as soon as possible. Thank you so much, sir. Once again, God bless you. We really appreciate you and we do not take
Thank you
everything
very
that you
much.
do
I really
for us
appreciate it.
every time for
Thank you.
granted. God bless you. Our regards to your wonderful wife, sir. God bless you, sir. So we have come to the end of today's session. See you again next week, Wednesday, when we'll be having our night class with Mr. Nicholas on intelligence system. Do not forget to invite your friends. God bless you. Have an amazing and wonderful rest. Good night, everyone.
Thank